We've been having a great time in Bonaire so far. And last week we drove through the national park, where we saw lots of wildlife both above and underwater. Johan went diving under the boat with the sea breath system and got an uninvited creature in his ear.
I've been having that thing in my ear since this morning.
We're at Customs and Immigration, checking out. We're sailing to Curaçao tomorrow morning. So Johan is inside and checking out with immigration right now. This morning a huge cruise ship came in. And it's actually the first cruise ship that we see in the Caribbean. It seems like they are up and running again. Probably not all of them, but some. There's been so many people here in town today. Even the cell phone or the net on the cell phones were slow. I guess due to all these people. Wow! Den är jättestor.
So now we're checked out. We're going to leave early morning, around 7 or 8. It's always a bit sad leaving this island. It's so beautiful here. I would love to come back and do a bit more diving. What do you say?
Yeah, definitely. When Vera is older, we'll do that. Or we come like with another family or something, or someone who can babysit her.
Yeah.
Next morning, we let go of the mooring lines and set course west for the neighbouring island, Curaçao.
We have a pretty deep, broad reach today, so we should really bring up the whisker pole and sail wing and wing. Right now we're just using the Genoa, so we'll see in a while if the wind shifts a little bit in angle, and maybe we bring up the whisker pole. We'll see. We're doing quite good speed now anyhow, around 6 knots, so we might just continue like this. It's lazy sailing today. It's a really decent sail today. We have around 18 to 20 knots on a broad reach right now, and we plan to be there around 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's about 35 nautical miles.
And hope to do the check-in today as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
We will get some help from our local friend Alcino. Maybe you remember him. He came last time we arrived. He came out with his sailboat to meet us. Super friendly. We're looking forward to see him, and also Steve and Denise that we went out sailing with.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
To come back to Curaçao.
Looking forward to it. So we actually have some very big news that we haven't been telling anyone.
This sail is actually our last sail on round 2.
Yes, we have sold the boat. It's a bit crazy, huh?
We're already looking for our next boat, and we want to find a new boat as soon as possible.
Yeah. So why are we selling the boat, you might wonder? Yeah, why are we, Malin?
Well, it was actually a coincidence, really. We hadn't planned on selling the boat, but then we got contacted by a follower who asked if we might think of selling the boat, and we thought, well, maybe why not? I mean, initially back in 2019 we were looking for a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Well, around like 47, 48 feet that had 3 cabins.
Yeah.
But eventually we settled on this one, which you know, every boat is a compromise, and this boat was so good in so many aspects.
Yeah.
We gave him our offer, which he accepted, and here we are.
Yeah, and also we thought if we are going to do an upgrade or buying a slightly bigger boat, this would be the correct time to do it before the Pacific.
Yeah.
And since we got that offer now, we said, why not?
So we're heading over the boat in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of stuff to do now here in Curaçao.
Yeah.
But we are super excited for this new chapter in our travel adventures, and we hope you guys are as well, and that you're excited to join us on our boat hunting.
Yes. Yeah, and what boat are we looking for? We have said that we're going to start by looking pretty broad and not aim on something too narrow to begin with. But of course we have some thoughts on what we would like to have. 3 cabins would be ideal, so we have one more cabin than we have today.
Yeah.
Slightly bigger boat.
Yeah, not maybe just slightly.
No,
like
but,
around I would say 48 to 50 feet,
yeah.
Maybe a bit bigger.
Yeah.
It all depends on which boat it is, of course.
Would be nice maybe with an aluminium boat, but they're also a bit expensive, and they're not as easy to find a good
one.
A good one in.
Yeah. So both fiberglass and aluminium.
Yeah.
We're looking. I would love to have then another center cockpit, which we have now, but we're also open to aft cockpit.
Yeah.
So as you hear, it's super wide.
Yeah, we're looking at everything.
We're looking at everything. We're scanning through the market. So that journey starts now, and
yeah, it will be really exciting. Of course, the ideal place to find Ron 3 will be here in the Caribbean, since we have all our stuff on this boat. But that might not be possible,
yeah.
So we're open to
Wherever.
Anywhere in the world, really. So
As
it will
well.
be an adventure for sure.
It will be exciting where we're gonna start our next journey from.
Yeah.
So.
But I think it will be really fun. It's always, you know, it's always fun to look for new boats and see what you can, what we can get within our budget, and you know, I love to try new boats as well. So I think it will be really fun.
Yeah, and we've had Ron 2 now for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, we love her. She's such a great boat, and
Yeah.
we've done so many nice upgrades on her. But we're ready for a bit bigger boat.
The fancy resort by the entrance to Spanish Water had just reopened the same day.
Hello! Thank you!
Alcino followed us as we headed to the anchorage field, where we stayed 5 years ago. Spanish water is like a big lagoon, but it has a narrow entrance to the sea. It's a protected anchorage and there are 4 different anchorage fields to choose from.
We're back on K, and Alcino is here 5 years later. Same Alcino, but more beer.
Alcino and Steve drove us into town to do the check-in, and Vera was happy to meet her douchey friends. Back on the boat, we started the massive task of organizing and packing.
Early morning. We woke up at 5:30 today. We're not used to waking up this early, but we are heading in now at 7. We're meeting up with Steve and we're going into Willemstad to see a group of tall ships that are coming in. And they're gonna have a gun salute at 8 o'clock. And then they have, I think there will be some different events during the day. It's a special occasion that all these international tall ships are coming here.
It will be nice to get off the boat for a while today. Taking a break from all the work. Do something else.
We're heading into the yacht club where Steve and Denise have their sailboat. That's where he's gonna pick us up. We're in Willemstad now and we're heading to the bridge, the little bridge, the swinging bridge, because this is where the tall ships are coming in. And we just had a look that there are 3 out here waiting and they're huge!
They're opening the floating bridge now. So these ships are school ships from the different navies of South America, Central and South America.
Yeah, they're saluting now, the ship. This is from Mexico. We've never seen this before. Wow, there are a lot of people. That was so cool to see how they placed them in the whole mast, all the masts and spreaders. I don't know if you call it spreaders, maybe not.
Now it's the Brazilian ship coming in.
The event is being held every 4 years. And this year, the tall ship started its tour in February in Brazil. Brazil's Navy were this year's organizers, since Brazil are celebrating 200 years of independence from Portugal.
Now Uruguay's ship is coming. We didn't know the flag first.
The ships stay here for 6 days, and all of them are open to go aboard and visit. It was so impressive to see the big ships, and especially the Mexican one, where they were standing in the rigging. We stopped for drinks and a snack at Iguana Cafe, which is right in front of the bridge. We had arepitas with cheese, a Venezuelan specialty. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we prepare the boat and pack up all of our belongings. Thank you for watching. If you want more from us and stay in direct contact, we'd be happy to welcome you to our Patreon crew.